magnet, magnetism and matter in this chapter. This topic is very, very important for 4 marks. 90% from this question we will get as a 4 or 2 marks question also. Types of the magnets. Magnets are 5 types, but in our syllabus we have only 3. Magnets are 5 types. We have only 3 in our physics syllabus, but you can read the 5 in chemistry, in the first chapter of chemistry, in solid state chapter. Now what are the 3 types of the magnets is in the physics syllabus. Number 1, diamagnet and properties, paramagnet and properties, ferromagnet and properties. Magnets are 3: dia, para, ferro. Another 2 is in chemistry. What are another 2? Antiferromagnets, ferrimagnets. These 3 you can read that in chemistry. Totally 5 are there, but in physics only we have 3: dia, para, ferro. Now, diamagnet. If I give one substance to you, I am given this substance to you, how you can say this is a diamagnet or paramagnet and ferromagnet? How it is means, we know the uniform magnetic field. In the uniform magnetic field, like this, in this direction magnetic lines are there. If you take a substance, if you take one substance, this is the uniform magnetic field. If you take the substance in the uniform magnetic field, in this substance we get feeble magnetism in the opposite direction of external magnetic field. Magnetic field is in this direction, but in this direction it gets a feeble magnetism. Then this substance is called diamagnet. A substance gets feeble magnetism in the opposite direction of uniform magnetic field is called diamagnet. Okay, this substance gets a feeble magnetism in the opposite direction of external magnetic field. If it is removed from the external magnetic field, it is disappears. It is disappears means when it is in the uniform magnetic field, it gets the feeble magnetism in the opposite direction. That is only when it is in the uniform magnetic field. Only it is in the uniform magnetic field, or it is also called external magnetic field. It gets feeble magnetism in the opposite direction of uniform magnetic field till it is in the magnetic field. It is removed from the magnetic field, it is disappears. Okay, this is about diamagnet. What are the examples for the diamagnet? Copper, silver, gold, antimony, bismuth, quartz, diamond, mercury, water, etc. Sodium chloride, etc. And number of are there, that are examples. Once again, copper, silver, gold, antimony, bismuth, quartz, diamond, mercury, water, and etc. These are the examples for the diamagnet. Now, what are the properties? When the diamagnet is suspended freely in the uniform magnetic field, when it is suspended freely in the uniform magnetic field, it comes to the rest but stands in the perpendicular direction of magnetic field. If it is a magnetic field in this direction, when it is suspended freely in the magnetic field, it stands like this. Means it is a magnetic field, but more magnet stands in the perpendicular direction. Okay? When it is suspended freely in the uniform magnetic field, comes to the rest and stands perpendicular to the magnetic field. Next property, its relative permeability is less than 1 and positive. Relative permeability symbol is mu r. Mu r is less than 1 and it is positive. Next, third property, its susceptibility is negative and low. Its susceptibility is negative and low. This is the symbol for susceptibility. What it is called? Chi. Chi is equal to negative. Next, fourth property, it is taken in the non-uniform magnetic field. It moves from great field strength region to less field strength region. Where it is great, from greater to less region, it is what happened? Shifts or moves. Okay, once again, third point, it is taken in the non-uniform magnetic field. It moves from great field strength region to less field strength region. And another property, when the diamagnet is taken in the external magnetic field, magnetic lines are not passing through this. Means magnetic lines of forces are not passing through. Diamagnets are not passing through them. These are the properties for the which one? Diamagnet. Okay. The next one is paramagnet and properties, which are called as paramagnets. In the nature, maximum paramagnets are there. Maximum in the nature which are present, paramagnets. Now, what is the definition of paramagnet? A substance gets feeble magnetism in the direction of uniform magnetic field is called paramagnet. Means this is the uniform magnetic field. When it is taken in the uniform magnetic field, if we take imagine it is a paramagnet. Expect it is external magnetic field or uniform magnetic field. When it is taken in the uniform magnetic field, in the direction it gets a feeble magnetism, very less magnetic field, or it gets feeble magnetism. In which direction? In the direction of external magnetic field. It gets the feeble magnetism in the direction of external magnetic field when it is in the uniform magnetic field only. When it is removed from uniform magnetic field, it disappears, like diamagnet. In paramagnet, it gets a feeble magnetism in the direction of magnetic field when it is in the uniform magnetic field only. When it is only in the external magnetic field only. When it is removed from the external magnetic field, the feeble magnetism disappears. This is about paramagnet. Now, what are the examples for a paramagnet? Number of are there. Few I am given. Aluminium, magnesium, tungsten, platinum, manganese, liquid oxygen. Oxygen is available in liquid also, that we can use in hospitals for the patients. Liquid oxygen, ferric chloride, cupric chloride, these all are the liquids. Oxygen, nitrogen, helium, etc. gases are example for which one? Paramagnets. Means what are the example for paramagnets? Aluminium, magnesium, tungsten, platinum, manganese, liquid oxygen, ferric chloride, cupric chloride, oxygen, nitrogen, etc. Now, what are the properties? Now, the properties of paramagnet is similar to the diamagnet, similar but little bit greater. Now, first, when it is suspended, when it is suspended freely in the uniform magnetic field comes to rest and stands parallel to the magnetic field. Okay, paramagnet is suspended freely. It stands in the direction of magnetic field, means parallel to the magnetic field, comes to the rest and stands parallel to the magnetic field. Dia means perpendicular. Okay, now what is the first property? When it is taken or when it is suspended freely in the uniform magnetic field, comes to the rest and stands parallel to the magnetic field. Second one, its relative permeability. Its relative permeability is greater than 1 and positive, means mu r greater than 1. What is the second property? Its relative permeability is greater than 1 and positive. And the third property, its susceptibility is positive and low. Positive and low. Next, fourth one, it is taken in the non-uniform magnetic field it moves from less strength field region to high strength field region. Means it is taken non-uniform magnetic field, moves from where? Less field strength to high field strength. And next and the last property for the paramagnet. And what does that means? few means very little bit, very less. Few magnetic lines of forces passing through them. Means when a paramagnet is taken in the external magnetic field, few magnetic lines are passing through this. This is about the paramagnet properties. Okay? Once again, when it is suspended freely in the uniform magnetic field, comes to the rest and stands parallel to the magnetic field is the first property. What is the second property? Its relative permeability is greater than 1 and positive. And third property, its susceptibility is positive and low. Fourth one, it is taken in the non-uniform magnetic field, it moves from less strength field region to high strength field region. And the fifth one, when it is taken in the external magnetic field, few magnetic lines are passing through them. These are the properties of paramagnets. And last one, ferromagnet. Ferromagnet properties. Ferromagnet, a substance becomes magnet is taken in the uniform magnetic field is called ferromagnet. Means if you take a ferromagnet, means it is one substance. If you take in a uniform magnetic field, it becomes a magnet. It converted as a magnet. It becomes magnet or converted as a magnet. That substance is called ferromagnet. A substance becomes magnet, converted as a magnet, is taken in the uniform magnetic field is called ferromagnet. What are the examples for it? Examples: iron, nickel, cobalt, dysprosium, and their allies. Means the combination of this. These all are called as these all are the which one? Ferromagnets. Iron, nickel, cobalt, dysprosium and their allies. Gadolinium also there. It is also acts like a ferromagnet. Maximum which are we can use? Iron, nickel, cobalt. Maximum these three we can use and their mixture, their allies. These are taken in the external magnetic field that are converted as a magnets. This is the property of the which one? This is the definition of ferromagnet. Now what are the properties? First one, when it is suspended freely in the uniform magnetic field. Immediately stands in the direction of magnetic field. Okay, when it is suspended freely in the uniform magnetic field, immediately stands in the direction of magnetic field. Next, second one, its relative permeability. Its relative permeability is greater than 1 and high. Like this, greater than 1 and high. And the third one, its susceptibility. Its susceptibility is positive and high. And very high means chi is equal to positive. This is the third property of the which one? Ferromagnet. And the next one, fourth property. Fourth one, it is taken in the non-uniform magnetic field, immediately moves towards higher field strength region. Now, last property. When it is taken in the uniform magnetic field, all the magnetic lines are passing through this. Means when it is taken in the external magnetic field or uniform magnetic field, all the magnetic lines of forces passing through. Them. Okay, when it is taken in the non-uniform uniform magnetic field, all the magnetic lines are passing through it. These are the properties of the which one? Ferromagnets. Okay, now in ferromagnets, all are solids: iron, nickel, cobalt, dysprosium and their alloys. All ferromagnets are solids. Okay, this is about the types of the magnets: dia, para and ferro. This is very important question in this chapter for 4 marks. Otherwise, examples are given to us and ask the question, identify which are para, which are ferro and which are dia. This question we get up to now 5-6 times in the examination for 2 marks question. Okay, anyhow this topic is very important in this chapter for 4 marks.